It is hard. I can't get off 5 pounds, so good for you, Lisa. Jody says, not really having a career plan in life and not attending college. I worked extremely hard to get where I am today. I helped create and grow an amazing company. I'm proud to say I am the general manager of a multi-million-dollar company that has been recognized as the fastest growing company in my industry. Very impressive, Jody. Very impressed. So there are some of the accomplishments that you have mentioned and that you think of yourself as doing. So that's good. We have to start kind of opening up, though, a little bit more and recognizing all that we have done. So today is the day we are going to celebrate ourselves and all that we have accomplished. This isn't an ego trip or brag session. This is intended to be a much-needed check-in to remind ourselves of not only what we are capable of, but how much we have already accomplished in our lives. It's something that, again, us women, we are not very good at doing. It makes us feel conceited, and we aren't supposed to brag about ourselves or our accomplishments. Makes us look bad. I'm here to tell you that is pure BS. And I want you to stand up and celebrate yourself and everything you have achieved in life. Now, in the picture above, I have included a letter that I wrote to myself in March of this year. I probably had been reading some book to pump myself up. I had just started my blog, and I'm sure some book told me to write a letter stating all of my accomplishments. Like I said, not something we are encouraged to do, and we feel selfish when we do indeed do it. But I went ahead and did it. I wrote down all the obstacles I overcame in the radio industry, how I was able to make a living at it for so long as the field shrunk and there were fewer and fewer jobs available. I talked about how I wanted to move to the shore full time, and we did it. And then how I was looking to purchase a house, and we did it. How I made a radio comeback and was doing really well. And to keep all of this in mind as I started my blog and considered doing a podcast. Ironically, I lost my job 3 days after I wrote this letter to myself. So now I can look back 5 months ago and see how far I've come from just that point. I now do, in addition to my blog, a daily podcast, and I get to talk to all of you every day. I have made great strides in building my brand, and I have a lot of exciting things on the horizon. I have learned to do so many things that I never even thought about learning 5 months ago. I'm quickly becoming the Instagram queen. So like I said, if you're not following me yet on Instagram, you need to be _Hopefulist. I am learning to read the analytics of my website. Oh yeah, I have a freaking website. Yay me. I'm moving along, and it's good to stop once in a while and check in with all that you have conquered. Now, I need you to do the same thing. It should include every aspect of your life. How far have you come in your career? Have you gone back to school to pursue something completely new? Have you done any of this while raising a family? Have you started fresh in a brand new career? That is so hard as you get older. When we first moved here full time, I was getting out of radio. I was trying all these different jobs, and I can attest, it takes you so much longer to catch on to things when you have no idea what you're doing. I don't know if it's just an older thing, or I just thought all the time that I was always behind the 8 ball, that I should have known more, that I should have come along my knowledge more quickly, and it took a long time, like months and months, and then a lot of times I left after a couple of months, and I'm like, oh, I'm done with that. Do you get your kids dressed and out the door every day? Do you keep your house in some sort of semblance of order? Do you get meals to your family members every day? What about your health goals? Have you started doing more physical activity? Because you should if you haven't. Have you managed to keep at a healthy weight? If you've put on some pounds, then be proud that it's not more. Have you lost weight? These are all things to cheer yourself on for. So do it. Give yourself a hand. You deserve it. You and your badass self. I'm going to give everybody a hand right now. Okay, you ready? Good for you. Take a bow. I'm proud of you. Badass. Now, seriously, I really want you to sit down and write yourself a letter ticking off all the accomplishments you have tackled in your life. It can take as little as 5 minutes if you focus. It definitely won't take too long, but it will make you feel so good about yourself. I didn't even realize how much I had to be proud of until I put it down on paper all together and read it. I implore you to do it. If there is any piece of advice you take from me, please do this one thing. I know a lot of people listen to stuff like this and then just never do it. You don't have to do it. Obviously, it's your choice. I'm telling you, you're going to feel so good about yourself once you realize, because you don't realize. You just live life day to day. But when you sit down and you write everything down that you've done, you've conquered, you've, been able to overcome, you are badass, and you will know it for sure. So for me personally, it made me feel accomplished and powerful, made me realize that I had come so far and how much more I was capable of. It was, if I was able to break through barriers in my last field, I would be even better at it now because I'm older and wiser. Experience has taught me that what works for me and what doesn't. So now I'm smarter. And this experience showed me what a badass I really am. So take a few minutes to do this because I happen to know you are a badass too. There you go. Go today and be your badass self. Write it down. There will be the evidence right in front of your face. And today's intention, we're going to be in a good mood today. Did you do that yesterday? Did you feel different at the end of the day? I would love to hear your thoughts. So do it again today. Today's intention. I'm going to have a great day. It's really that simple. It is really that simple. Not always easy, but simple. So it is. I wish it were Cocktail Friday Thursday, and make it your best day yet.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Ellen, have me on your show.